Okay, hi, my name is Yakina um, Abdurrahman. You'll see Him Yakina or Hemi Akina on my screen name, Her Imperial Majesty. And let's see, I currently am in Pennsylvania. And why am I taking this class? Uh, I'm taking this class to find out what I do and don't know about what I profess as my faith. I'm Christian, um, but I'm no means traditional at all, as you'll see by reading in my notes section on my Facebook page that my view of Christianity is almost whimsical, um, and it's not. It's something that I put a lot of faith in. I've studied different religions, from all over the world: Buddhism, uh, Islam, Hare Krishna, Hebrew Israelite, Messianic Judaism, Masonry. And after all those belief systems, after all those walks of life, and being raised Christian and going the whole gambit. And when I say the whole gambit, my family is like, look, when she says she's something, that's what she is. When I was Jewish, I was Jewish. um, when I practiced anything, I just assumed, like it was all consuming. So, but through all those things, I have found that the way in which Jesus lived is the truth for my life. Professing that, and getting, really understanding the way according to Acts, which is not necessarily written by Paul, but the other apostles. I have a lot of challenges with Paul because um, how do you know? Although people say, you quote Paul all the time, and I have this unexplained pain in my side. So, it's almost a joke in the Christian community world that I'm known in, that like I'm like a modern day Paul, especially since they know like all my history from way back when of, all other religions. It's an issue, um, because although I don't, because when you read the book of Acts and those that were allegedly walking with Jesus, finding out that, Acts is written, after the Pauline letters, which means it's after, Christ has left the scene and somebody decided to put it on paper. Um, how do I know when I speak with conviction, um, I'm speaking the truth? This is the question that, they give with Jesus Christ. You have two roads to follow. And one, you know, Jesus was the Son, of God. Two, he wasn't. One, if he was the Son of God, then he did all this stuff, and and this is the truth. On the other hand, if he wasn't the Son of God, he was confused or insane. If he was confused, how do you correct the confusion, and where is the true Messiah? And if he was just crazy, this was a very charismatic madman, because our calendar system is based on his death. When life began, his life was significant. A madman. So, wow, what what could one do with that type of influence? For me, you know, since it influences and dictates how I govern my life, I want to make sure that, where every question someone could have about Christianity, about the Bible, whatever, I better know for myself why I'm doing it, because otherwise it will cause a mental breakdown. If you're really going, not like the average lemming in life where I'm just going on with the systems of the world, the systems of life. This is what my grandmom did. This is what my great grandmom did. This is what my grandfather said. So I did it. When someone starts to challenge your reality and really pick apart at your core, you will lose your mind. I'm not going there, at least again. I've been to the brink of insanity and back. It's not a fun place. So, to make sure, um, hey, this is what I believe. This is, what I'm going to say. This is how I profess my life. There are people that follow me, call me from all over the country, all over the world, asking me questions because they like my interpretation of the Bible. They like the way I break it down. And, I put it in the context of where people that curse, use constant explicatives, don't aren't the church that we have come to know in its hypocrisy in 2014, but the actual early church and the way, Jesus wanted people to be healed from, ailments, not necessarily of the body, although it did include the body, but really freeing your mind. Jesus came to free your mind so you could have the revelation that God is within you, and that, his death was to show you that your life had more meaning. So, um, to be able to give that to somebody else is very important because it's been transformative in my life, with everything, the amount of wealth that I'm amassing, the relationships that I'm having with people, just everything that I've done, came from a revelation through God. So, and where is God? And how did I come to understand where God is, and how can I relate to that someone, not only in emotionally, because you can get, charged up, but intellectually, and then just making sure that as things come up, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and I know that, and then that may be true for you, and then in, whatever reality that person is existing, because, we all don't see life the same, so, we have social norms, and we share and coexist in that reality, but everybody else is not looking at things the same. So I need to be able to understand that, this is what's true for them, but, this is what I know. Then my name is Yakina, and if you look at the etymology behind Yakina and what that actually means, that is a profound name. It's very rare. And to research my name, and I was in a pharmacist one day, or in a pharmacy one day, and the pharmacist came to talk to me, and he said, no, this isn't about your prescription. And I said, oh, okay, because um it's just the antibiotic, like, I'm good, like, am I gonna die, or is there some side effect? And he was like, no, I just wanted to talk to you about your name. And I was like, huh? And he was like, do you know what your name means? And I'm like, yeah, means like absolute perfect faith. And he was like, no, it's deeper than that. Like, nobody has this name, it's very rare. I've only known like one person, and it was their last name, Al Yakin or something like that. But, he started talking to me, which made me start researching. what my name actually meant. And I came up with all of this stuff, which I'm not going to go through right here. You can look on my Facebook page in my notes and find the etymology of my name, or how I broke it down and what it actually means. And but that's what I want to get out of this class. I want to, be confirmed in what I know or don't know, and move on with my life, with conviction. Plus it's Harvard. Like, I want a certificate that says, like, when I'm breaking down stuff on the internet, um, about the Bible, like, I already get, attention and notoriety, but like a certificate from Harvard that says, like, she knows what she's talking about, like, my ego, like, I might be Christian, but I have a huge ego. All right. Well, thanks for listening. I hope this helps. At least document that I am paying attention in the course. Thanks.